No Odegaard, no Rice, no problem. Arsenal won, Tottenham Hotspur nil, as you guys can see right above on the scoreboard. Big up to all of you guys. Please do make sure guys are liking the video. Do make sure guys are subscribing. I'm going to be talking about this game, what this game means for Arsenal in the long term, what this means in the long run. And this is an absolutely incredible result for Arsenal, given the fact that Rice was out, given the fact that Odegaard was out. So this is massive, massive, massive for Arsenal Football Club. So please hit the like button, subscribe. And listen, as the title says, no Odegaard, no Rice, no problem. You know, people say, oh, you're twerking, you're glazing, you're only doing this for views, blah, blah, blah. Today, these are the names that were on Arsenal's bench. Jesus, Sterling, Nwaneri, Kivior, Neto, Kabia, Kakuri, Lewis Skelly, and Aiden Heaven. So you've got about 4 youngsters in there. You go to Tottenham Hotspur, full strength team for Tottenham Hotspur. You know, even the people that they brought off the bench, Odegaard, new signing, Werner, they signed him, Pape Mate, Sarr, they've got no injuries, they're playing with their starting 11. And you go to Tottenham Hotspur away from home in a North London derby without one of the best DMs in the league, without, your captain, your leader in Odegaard, and you get the win. And this is a testament to what Arsenal Football Club are capable of. And this is why when I say, look, the team that can truly compete with Manchester City for this league title, for the Premier League, is Arsenal. It has nothing to do with twerking, has nothing to do with glazing. No one's doing this for views. We're just saying it as it is. Arsenal defensively are so solid. Arsenal's biggest plus, Arsenal's biggest positive, what's the one thing that separates Arsenal from a lot of teams is their defensive work. And today they proved it once again. Today it was proven yet again on yet another game, the fact that they are just defensively so solid. And we saw it. We saw it yet again. And for me, look, you look at Arsenal's defending, and you have to give credit massively to Gabriel and Saliba. And obviously, I think Van Dijk is the best centre back in the league. But when you look at Gabriel and Saliba, they're the best partnership in the league in terms of, you've got the aggressive one, you've got the guy that goes in for tackles, the guy that's a bit more, like if you'd like gung ho in Gabriel, and then you've got the more controlled, calming effect type of player in Saliba. And those two for me were absolutely unbelievable in the game. And to be honest with you, they deserve to win. They deserve to win. Arsenal got the deserved 3 points today. It got nothing to do with twerking. It got nothing to do with any of that stuff. Arsenal deserve to win, and that's just a matter of fact. And I'll tell you why. Because Spurs had all the possession. I mean, you look at the statistics, Spurs had 65% possession. So Spurs had a lot of possession. But you have all that possession and you do nothing with it. And obviously that's down to Arsenal's defensive structure as well. But they kind of did nothing with it today, Tottenham Hotspur. So I cannot say, oh my God, just because they had possession, they deserve to win. I mean, a lot of their shots were from far out or from far away. We got the Pape Mate, Sarr, the Odegaard shots. And one guy I've got to give massive credit to as well is David Raya. I mean, once again, look, Alisson for me is the best goalkeeper in the league. But David Raya this season is stepping up step by step by step by step. And, him and Ederson, who's the second best goalkeeper in the league, to be fair, you could say based on performances this season, Raya, because he's been unbelievable. This is another game in which David Raya is there. Anytime you need him, he's there. Anytime you need him to make a save, anytime you need him to make a clearance, anytime even his ball distribution was very good. So he gets the ball, he does really well, he performs, and look, today he's shown it. And I actually predicted on many previews, on the Football Terrace, on many channels I went on, even my own streams, I said it's going to be a 1-0 Arsenal win. I said that it's going to be the weakness that they take care of. And one thing I have to give credit Arsenal for is, look, they look at the team's weakness, they target it, and usually they do well with targeting said team's weakness. I mean, everyone knows, whether you're a Spurs fan or not a Spurs fan or just a Premier League fan in general, you know that one of the Spurs' biggest weaknesses is their set-piece defending. They have a horrible set-piece defending. They concede a lot of goals from set pieces. They have a problem with that. And today, Arsenal took advantage of it, and they kind of crammed up that small 6-yard box right there, right in front of the goalkeeper, and they scored from it. And once again, another man that we have to give credit, because people always like to overhate on these players when they don't perform. So we have to credit them. We have to give them their just dues. Is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka might, and this is why I understand when people say, like, why does Arteta never take Saka off? I always say the thing is with Saka is, yes, he might be having a bad game, but he can always turn up with a goal or assist when we need him. That's what Arsenal fans should be saying. Arsenal fans should take a step back and go, like, when we need Saka, he sometimes turns up with a goal or an assist, even if he's having a bad game. So even from my perspective as a Liverpool fan, I look at Bukayo Saka, I'm like, you know what? Today, big moment, corner, took the corner fantastically well. It was a fantastic cross, and they scored the goal. And this is why you keep your best players on. And I thought, listen, today, Spurs did not really trouble Arsenal in terms of creating any big chance or major chance that I sat there and went like, whoa, no way. Tottenham Hotspur missed that. There was no crazy moment like that. I think it was, most of the game was towards Arsenal. And Arsenal, listen, I know a lot of people were being reactionary after the Brighton game. A lot of people were saying a whole lot of stuff. Obviously, listen, we're not going to discuss the Rice incident again, but a lot of people were being way too reactionary after the Arsenal game against Brighton. I was one of the few people that said, listen, it's not over. It's match week 3. It's match week 3. It was game week 3 after Brighton. And now Arsenal come back to winning ways and they keep yet another clean sheet. This is very important for Arsenal. Clean sheet in the first game, clean sheet in the second game, clean sheet in the fourth game, 3 clean sheets in 4 games. So they're building up their defense in a really good way in terms of, like, obviously they're keeping clean sheets, they're defending really well. They do have the best defense in the league anyway. And they still have Moreno to come. They still have Calafiori to come. And that's only going to take Arsenal from strength to strength, specifically if David Raya keeps performing this way. Gabriel and Saliba are cementing themselves as the best centre-back partnership in the league. They were anyway last season, because numbers don't lie. They literally have the strongest defense in the league. So this is not twerking or glazing. They have the best defensive numbers in the whole league. Ben White gets a lot of credit as well. And one other man that I have to give credit to is Jurriën Timber. Jurriën Timber today, I love the energy from Jurriën Timber. Today, Jurriën Timber, no nonsense, no BS, no huggy, no lovey-dovey. Just grabbed Vicario by the shirt. I love that energy, specifically in a derby. This is what we live for, watching these derbies. Just so much vitriol, so much hatred for Spurs, just grabbing Vicario by the shirt. I love that type of stuff. It's what you watch derbies for, that energy, that passion, that desire, that hunger. And speaking of, you could see it as well in Gabriel's goal celebration. The way that guy, where you could see his veins popping and he was tapping the shirt and all that. These are the things that you can see. Listen, these Arsenal players are on a mission. This has nothing to do with twerking or glazing or any of these buzzwords that people like to use. Guys, Arsenal is a good team. Get over it. Arsenal is a good team. Get over it. What do you want me to say? Sit up here and say, oh my God, they're crap, they're trash. And I told you guys from the beginning, from when I started doing these pre-recorded videos, Arsenal are trying to clean sheet and defend their way to a league title. I said this. I made this clear. When you're watching Arsenal, you're not expecting them to play pass left, pass right, amazing football, creativity, gung-ho football, gegen pressing. All that doesn't happen when you watch Arsenal. But defensively, they're solid. And today, no Rice, no Odegaard, who's your captain. You go away to Tottenham Hotspur. They don't really trouble you, and you beat them. What more can you ask for if you're an Arsenal fan? So listen, the North London derby, Arsenal won, Tottenham 0. I disagree with saying this was lucky in any way, shape, or form, because Tottenham had the possession. They did nothing with it. You have to give massive credit to Arsenal defensively. Gabriel with a very important goal, in the long-term context of the season. And Arsenal now have a massive game next week against Manchester City. So we shall see what happens in that game as well. If they keep defending this way, then they could be the first team to stop Erling Haaland from scoring a goal. Big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys whenever I see you.